Okay, we're going to put this 2013 Zuma YF50 or whatever it is. We're going to put the drive belt on. The new one right here. We've got everything cleaned up. That's your brake bell. That's a rear clutch. On your front of your drive unit, which is right here, I believe. Anyway, this is your front variator, right here. This is your variator drive face, which goes just like that. And the belt goes between them. This is your ramp plate. These are your 6 weights that go in the variator, right here, in these slots. It only holds 6, and they will go. They will move slightly as this spins. As it spins, the weights come up this way, and they move the plate open. It's kind of hot right there. This is your pulley boss, which goes right in the middle. These are your ramp guides. These guides go right in here, and then they run right along these 3 little areas right here as a guide, okay? And then you got your bolts. Now, with these, I want to show you a couple things before I put it all together. If you want to play with your variator weights, I showed you the rear springs on another video. You can either change stock to all different kinds. You can change these your stock belt to 1,000 stall spring, 1,500, 2,000, or 2,500. I wouldn't recommend you do any of that with a stock bike. Okay, the stock bikes aren't made to work with all that. If you have a stroker, it's a different story. Now these 6 weights right here, they're probably all, I'd say, 6 or 7, maybe 8. And of course we have all these weights here. You can see 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 12 right here. And I've collected these over the years. Some are used, some are not used. You can put these 6 weights in a combination into your variator. Or what you can do is you can take like a 12-gram weight and you can put it in one of these slots and only use 3 of them. But that's up to you. You can see they go up 13, 14. These are other stock Japanese weights that I've kept. And you can do all that to change the horsepower designation in your bike. You're only going to get 100% horsepower. Whether you want that horsepower at idle, to the small end, or medium, or to the top end, this is what the adjustments do. Now, you've seen that, and it's getting hot out here. For all of you, this is your rear clamshell pulley right here. And I want to show all of you out there that have always wondered how to take it apart. I'm not going to take it apart because I don't need to, and I don't want to get that sophisticated into it. But you see, this whole deal right here looks like one unit. It's not. There's actually 3 pieces right there, and it only looks like 2. If you were to take the screwdriver right here, okay, and you put it underneath this little lip, and you very carefully pry up all the way around, this little tiny metal sleeve will come right up and out. Once it comes out, you will see stainless steel complete shaft right here, and it will have 2 little tiny stainless steel pins in it. The pins are about this big around right here, okay? And once you pop those pins out, all you have to do is push them out with a screwdriver or whatever. There's nothing holding them in except this here. Then you can either go in and look at all the pieces, learn how they work, or you can replace the outer bearing or the inner bearing. Because to replace those bearings, you'll need this thing apart. Normally it does not come apart, it just opens. It opens that far. That's it. Just enough for the belt to go all the way in. When you remove this front piece right here, you take the pins out, this will come completely apart. So if you've ever wanted to know how to do it, that's how you do it. Always when you go to put this back on, especially if you have a Chinese one, or it can be Chinese, it can be high performance or whatever. Put your finger in here and rub. My finger's broken. Damn cop broke it, bastard. Rub your finger around in there and see if it moves smoothly. See if everything moves smoothly. If there's any grinding or rubbing or anything like that, then you know that you've got a bad bearing and you're going to have to replace it. So now little by little, I'm going to put these pieces together, and then as a unit, the front and the back, take the belt out, and we are going to install them in the bike. And then you'll know how to do it. Now there's already 20 videos of this. They're in my, what do they call it? Video playlist for Zuma upgrades or some kind of thing like that. Anyway, you can find it in my DioSpeed Demon site if you need any free help. I've been making these videos for over 20 years. I started on YouTube when it was a wide spot in the road I believe it was in 2006, the end of 2006. Went back when it was just nothing. Google didn't own it. It was just a little thing. And I uploaded 3 meg clips, real grainy of my little racing bike. And I found out that I had what do they call it? I had an ability with camera, even though I've never taken film anymore. So I have an ability to tell a story, film it, put myself in your eyes, wherever you are in the world, and to make you understand by just showing you instead of the English language, which is all I teach us in this in America anymore. So turn on some good tunes. AI music. I wish I could play music while I'm doing this, because I rap when I do it. I rap to the cadence, but they won't let you do that anymore. So I'm going to put the front end back, all the parts together, and then we'll put it all together. All right, thank you.